pro team. So I think shout out to Reef, shout out to Mike them, helped me get back faster because it was 6 months. 6 months, that's what they said. So, yeah.
So how'd you do it? What's the key?
God, eat right, 2-a-days. I probably say I had more dark days than good days. If that makes sense. Yeah.
What? Why? What was the?
I'm by myself. What you think? I'm an athlete. Everybody expects everything to be fine and dandy, but you take football away, what you gonna do? I mean, it's our life. So I mean, just being around the atmosphere and seeing my guys happy and winning, it make me happy, you know.
How much happier does it make you feel to come back to a team that's 10-4?
I'm trying to go for that one season. Nah, that's how I feel, truthfully.
When did the dark days sort of disappear in this?
The day I got hurt. The day I got hurt.
When did they disappear? When did they?
Oh, when I disappeared?
Realize, like, man, I'm gonna be back now. You know that it's. I got over the dark days, and I realized there's some brighter days ahead.
Excuse my language. I'm gonna be all the way thorough. I think when we lost to Chicago, that's when I knew something was wrong. I can't tell you what's going on, offense, defense, because I was away, but I knew something was wrong. Energy wasn't the same. So I feel like I just got to come back.
That's when you sort of realized I can be back.
I'm kicking it in, but I'm in high gear now, so, yeah.
Was it ever on your mind that you might not play again this season, or was that not even something that was on it?
Yeah, when they first told me when I tore my pec, but I played the whole game with one arm, so I mean, it don't really matter to me. He told me I'm out for a whole year. That's like, you can't get kicked anymore when you're down.
When you hear that, though, does that drive you to an extent to get back fast?
Yeah, I think what I've been going through. I had a rough offseason, lost Super Bowl, just lost one of my brothers. So, yeah, I think about it. Ball got took away quick. So I had to really, think about life and who I was. I think that's why I'm back so quick, because of God, you know?
Was there any? I mean, you are a free agent. There is maybe a little bit of risk in coming back.
I ain't worried about that, bro. You got to think about it. I'm, 5 years, 13? I'm tripping on that. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, everybody know what I can do. At this point in life, ain't no more proving who Chauncey Gardner-Johnson is. Can he play safety? Can he play this? Is he a team player? Y'all know. Y'all write more good articles than bad now, so let's just call it what it is.
Publicly, you were really optimistic about coming back, it seemed, throughout this whole process. At what point did you really start to believe that was true?
I think it was real when I talked to my surgeon on the phone. He was telling me my process and how it could change if I just do certain things. You got to think about it. As an athlete, it's hard to be away and do the right things all the time. And I think doing the right things all the time what got me back to where I'm at.
What was your rehab like? Like, what was a day in the life like?
Wake up at 7, I'm probably ain't done at 9 o'clock at night.
Straight rehab, pretty much.
I feel like I'm feeling a void. I feel like it was a void in something. I think I was trying to find something this whole time, but I think I found it here by just being here, just being in the building, just being around my teammates.
When you were away, it was just work. That was
work, boring, sad. Y'all think it's boring as hell yelling at that TV, bro. Y'all gotta think it's boring yelling at that TV, but I get to yell with them now, so, hopefully put on a shirt this weekend.
Plenty of yelling in practice today?
All day. All day. That's just me. I mean, when coaches tell you contagious, and it's not just being a football player, it's being a player and a person, I think the joy I bring to myself, I think I should be able to spread it out this locker room, everybody smile and just understand that you don't get this opportunity to actually come back and help a team to make a run. So I'm happy. Y'all should be happy.
How'd you play through it? I mean, that's,
How do I play through it? Let me tell you how I play through it. I'm a dog. I don't think there's no safety better than me right now. That's why. I feel like I'm the best safety, so I got to go out there and prove it. That's why I did it.
Physically against Seattle, you couldn't lift that arm? I mean,
God. I was willing to hype y'all up. So, man.
Say, if God's helping you like that, would you please say a prayer for all of us?
Yeah, I can, man. I pray every night about this situation because it could happen again, so I don't wish injury on nobody, bro. And I ain't never had a serious injury, but God willing, I'm glad it wasn't too much to take me down. It's one of those moments, like I said, it's a learning experience. You learn who you is, you got to humble up because, like I told myself, This team is damn good without me, and they damn good with me. And I'm just glad to be a part of something that's just thriving, if that makes sense.
You seem like you, CJ, but you just talk about being grateful that
Yeah.
it happened again. Do you have a new mindset?
I'm scared.
In football?
I'm scared, but it's like I've been doing this since I was a kid, so I got to face my fears somewhere by just going out there and do what I love. So I think I think it's the biggest thing right now, just facing my fear and messing up again. That's all.
Fear of re-injuring it or fear of
Messing up, injury, letting you guys down. Everything on your shoulders when you up here, and then when you down here, all the shoulders just gone. So I feel like being back, I just want to make my teammates proud. I don't really care about nobody else. As long as they know I'm the same person before I left, we good.
With you, Aleem, James maybe coming back, knowing what this defense can do, do you guys feel like you're a threat in the playoffs?
That's the dumbest question. You know we're a threat. Come on, man.
I think one of the biggest things this team has been looking for, especially on defense, is consistency. You know, when you look at just consistent aspect, what did you see away, and what do you think you can come to help, man? I mean,
I took it what Frank said. Commish. I think Frank said we lost our swagger for a couple of games. Man, lose our swagger. We a young team. When you ain't never win so much, it's hard to keep your thoughts all in one box. So I think Coach Dan would say we're being hunted, but I don't think we're being hunted. We hunting that swag still. We still hunting for what's ours. And I don't think a lot of guys understand. You're in a position right now, you can change your life. You know, you fighting for seeds that you ain't never seen before. Like, some guys have, some guys haven't. But I think right now, it's coming tighter, tune out the noise. We just call it the Kool-Aid if you're drinking, man. Put it down and just keep playing ball. Excuse my language, but it's just understanding, like, this team got a chance to change the city history and just change their history, their names, and their last name. You know?
You are one of the guys who's seen that seed. So what does it take to get there? What does it mean when you do get there?
We gotta trust each other and trust the coaches, and coaches got to trust us, which you guys know it's not. It hasn't been. You can see it. Coaches trust us. We trust the players, and it's evident. Everybody think we one of those teams we shouldn't be 10-4, but if we shouldn't be, we wouldn't be here right now. So I think the best opportunity for us right now is understand coaching, take the small things and keep going, because the big things not gonna really affect you. The smaller things will hurt you in the long run.
You mentioned this team going out and putting on a show this weekend. If you guys do that, this team will win the division for the first time since 1993.
I might cry. I might
What
cry.
does it mean to you?
I mean, you gotta think about it. A lot of these guys, and I don't want to speak for everybody, but a lot of them haven't experienced the conference champion, you know? So this is a step of feeling like a winner. If you haven't won anything, like, it's my 5th year. I done won 4 divisions. No, not to throw in nobody's face, but that's the best feeling. You can home field advantage so you guys can enjoy it. It ain't for us, it's for you guys to enjoy it to help us win.
Well, when the trainer told you that game that it was torn, tell me what went through your mind, and why you decided.
Man, we're
to
gonna
keep-
finish this game, and if we win or we lose, they gonna know that I'm a dog, regardless if I tore it, broke it. I just want everybody to know I'm the same person. Broke arm, healed arm, whatever it's gonna be, I'm out there.
That was the DK Metcalf play.
I don't give a damn what player it was. Yeah.
What's your realistic goal to be back full speed on?
Realistically, damn.
No, I threw that word in there on purpose.
This week?
What is it on the schedule? TBA? To be announced? TBD? To be determined.
Fine.
Let y'all know. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's you know, they try to create turnovers obviously, and they do a good job of it, and it's a different scheme than you know, really anywhere else in the league, and it's effective. They've done a really good job teaching it and learning it, and it's very effective, and he does a great job.
What is the process that goes into breaking down something that you may have never really seen before at this level?
You've seen bits and pieces of it. I think, you know, it's I think it's rare for it all to be on the same defense. You see a lot of defenses try different parts of what they do, but for them to do all of it is impressive, and again, it's effective, and it's worked for them, and it's certainly a challenge.
You said after the game on Sunday, Laporta and Gibbs, Saturday, excuse me, that Laporta and Gibbs are 2 of the best rookies you've ever been around. Is there a maturity level that this organization brings in with some of the rookies, with some of these young guys that is pretty consistent across the board to handle these big moments?
Yeah, I think I said it there too, of like just a credit to them for finding guys like that. It's not it's not easy, and they're not the only ones. I mean, those are the two guys that you're seeing on the field right now, but we got a ton of rookies who are mature and understand the moment and are ready to step in and play if needed in certain scenarios. But yeah, it's a good group, and those two guys are kind of leading the charge offensively, certainly.
How much does that help when you are making a push for a division, for a playoff spot, where the moment isn't too big for a lot of these guys, even though they haven't been in it in this league before?
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important. You always kind of, in the back of your mind wonder if things could be too big, but for those guys it ain't.
Last week the word in the locker room was urgency. Where's the word this week?
Still the same, yeah. Still urgent. Still understanding what our goal is, what our mission is, and yeah, not much has changed. I think last week it's not the worst thing in the world sometimes to get your ass kicked a little bit like we did in Chicago. So it created that, and it continues on.
Jared, this time of year with teams going for playoffs and stuff like that, there's a tendency to maybe get a little conservative. How good do you feel when your coach says, hey, let it go, just let it go?
Yeah, we that's the farthest thing we're from here is conservative, and Dan sets the tone on that certainly for our whole team and his attitude, and yeah, we follow suit.
As Minnesota's defense presents, just the uniqueness of it with all the blitzing, all the dropping.
Well, I think that's it right there. Is the uniqueness? Is it's different. Certainly challenging when you play a defense that doesn't have much overlap from other teams that you've played. Oftentimes this late in the year you have some overlap from teams you've played, so you're able to carry some of the same stuff with you. But yeah, they do a lot of things different. It's very unique and something that's a challenge, but we'll be ready.
It's something that really goes up to like Sunday morning. Is it the same for you? Like you watch tape until day of and trying to figure out?
Not usually day of, but yeah, up until the night before. I know that the coaches often do and are continuing to come up with ideas or different tweaks and stuff, and they do a great job of getting it to us on time, but sometimes late in the week it's the stuff that works.
This weekend you guys have a chance to do something that hasn't been done in decades. What's kind of the mindset going into this weekend, knowing that a win in the next three gets you to a special place?
Yeah, it's really just that, is that a win gets us the division, and we understand it, we get it. And I think I've said this before, but we don't carry the weight of the last 30 years here. We don't. It's the 2023 Lions, and we're different than last year's team and the year before and 30 years before that. So we're trying to make our mark this year, and we got a chance to do it this week. But yeah, it's been a long season and had some success, and hopefully can get it done.
But certainly you realize how special it'll be. 3 decades since they've won a division.
It'll be for the city. Absolutely. No, we understand that, and how long the fans have waited and all that. We certainly understand that. But I think we have to focus on what we can control, and that's this week right now.
To be the group that brings it back to the city, what would that mean, you think, to you, to the people in here, to win that, be the part of the team that makes it happen?
Yeah, it would be extra special one day looking back on it. I think if we're able to get it done, it would it would mean just what it means, which is winning the division, and that would be it. Now, again, we got to go play well and figure out a way to do that this week, but I don't think we're by any means considering the magnitude of what it how long it's been or that stuff. We're trying to do our best on a Wednesday and on a Thursday and a Friday to find a way to win the game.
Huge, and it's you can feel a different energy around here. I feel like just winning the North was one of the goals of this year. So we're all in. We're all in for this opportunity that we have, and we're not taking it for granted. And I think guys around here know it.
What's different? What can you feel? What can you sense?
You can just I feel like a division victory hasn't been done here in 25 plus 30 years, whatever it's been. So I feel like everyone here just wants to be a part of history.
What's the move like getting CJ back around the locker room?
Yeah, he's already trying to start fights and practice, and that's how he's back though. That's his personality, and that's when they brought CJ here, he's the loudest guy in the locker room. So he's back, and it's fun.
Messages about not just with vocals and stuff like that, but from the field. What are you excited to get back with him?
No doubt, it's he's got a different energy to him, and he's a hell of a player too. So the more the merrier. The more we can get back. I mean, it's great. So he's going to be a great addition.
Minnesota's got a lot of different looks on tape throughout the year with all the different quarterbacks. How do you prepare when there is so much different tape to look at?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, who I go against is the O-line. So it's obviously some quarterbacks are different, how deep they drop,
their release, all this and that. But I feel like my job, we look at the run game, the pass game, the O-line, and that's pretty much it.
You mentioned winning the division, but as a guy who is from here, what would it mean to you to do something that hadn't been in 30 years with all this fan base is going through?
Yeah. It's another thing. I feel like when I was at Michigan, we hadn't won a Big Ten championship since '04, I think it was, and now just being able to be part of this and be part of this kind of rebirth of this organization it's very special, and all the guys in here are very excited.
Going up against some of the game's best edge rushers in the next 3 weeks, and Danielle Hunter and Micah Parsons, do you put any extra motivation or aggression going into these games, knowing you're going up against some of the best, even though they're on the opposite side of the ball as you?
I feel like I go against the O-line, so yeah, I feel like they're kind of they're on the other team and they're great players, but I think it's just me versus the O-line.
When you turn on the film, what was it like seeing Isaiah get the strip fumble and running down the field?
Bugs he always finds a way, man, to just get some kind of ball production every game, and I'm happy for him, man. But somehow he always gets his hand on a PBU, fumble recovery, something, and I'm happy for him. And I was kind of hoping he'd hand it off to me, but there was no way in hell he was doing that. So, yeah, but maybe we would have scored that way. But it's all right. It's all right. I'm happy for him though. It's funny. We were all joking around with him.
If he said the same thing after the game, because I wish he would have pitched it back. Is that the message at tape? Like, listen, man, great play, but throw it to somebody.
Bugs was running, and he was just like, "Get out of my way!" And he was just like, I wouldn't expect anything less, So.
You guys still scored 40-plus points, though.
Say it again?
Still scored 40-plus points in that game.
I know. We could have had a defensive tud, though. It's been a while since we've had one of those.
Last week in this locker room, the word urgency was thrown around a lot. What has kind of been the message or the mantra this week going into this game, knowing that you're 1 win away from making some history?
I'm sorry. What's the question?
Last week, the word used a lot in here was urgency. What's kind of the mantra this week for this team?
I think it's the same every week. Despite we got a title on the line this game, I think it's the same message continues.
To be continued.